Sup, sup.
Sup? Hello, hello.
All right. Today's topic, Joel, is anime.
All right.
Something we're very familiar with. You already know we are. But let's start off with a question for you.
Okay.
Start it off. Have you ever been watching an anime and a very fan servicey part comes on, right?
Okay.
And your family walks in on you? Not that it's like that for you, but it's like you're watching it, so they're thinking something, you know?
It has, I'd say I've been caught, but I definitely, my sisters definitely have walked in on me while just watching, and then they don't see it because I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
Watching the
So
show.
you
I'm watching the show on my phone.
You turn it away and you pause it. What's
I'm
up?
like, what? As if they could see it. Like I could just hold my phone like that normally.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
pretty much what I do until like we watch it on Discord or something.
Yeah, unless we're watching on Discord. But, yeah.
But even then, what we're watching most of the time, very little fan servicey parts.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I mean, there's
Yeah.
still some, but
Yeah, no, thankfully it hasn't happened, and I hope it doesn't happen ever.
yeah, it's definitely happened to me, and I'm just like, dude, if they see this, they're really gonna think I'm weird.
That's
Because my family is not familiar with like anime genre, in a sense that it's like that sometimes.
Yeah.
And they might think it's like, what are you watching? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just there like, I mean, it's just a regular anime. It's just one part, I promise
Yeah,
you.
it's like, yo, chill.
I've seen so many clips of like that moment. They're like,
Yeah.
or people making that like TikTok. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But first we're gonna talk about your favorites from one season animes. One season, as in, there was only one season made, and it was only meant to have one season.
Okay.
So, right off the bat, I'm gonna start with Erased.
Right, dude. I have to agree, dude. I remember I watched. I think I told you about it.
Yeah, you're the one that put me on.
Because
I remember that.
I was just scrolling on Netflix. I was like, I look at animes, and I was like, this looks interesting. I don't even know what it is. So
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched it all in one night. I cried for a good minute, and I was like, this night is so hard.
Dude, I remember when you told me about it, like Netflix animes had just started getting popular, and I think that was one of them that like knocked it like to the level it's at now.
I agree.
And I remember I did the same exact thing. As soon as you told me to watch it, first episode, I was hooked, and I was like, I'm watching this all tonight, and I watched it all. Oh man, I stayed up so late watching it, and then I cried too because it was it was a great ending in my opinion.
It's like, honestly, I was going through a whole like watching a lot of sad animes.
Yeah, that was me recently.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And that hit. I was like, oh, this is definitely a top anime. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't even like sad in like a relationship sense.
Yeah.
It was like it was another world. It was like because Death Note wasn't sad.
Death Note was not sad.
It was very crazy.
It was crazy, yeah.
But it's like the same idea almost.
There's a lot of thinking.
Yes, a lot of thinking. Like a lot of stuff that's going on. You're trying to figure stuff out. But Erased is up there for me. Do you have another one?
My second one would have to be A Kami Ga Kill.
Okay, so you just watched that.
I just watched that.
You
So
on.
yeah, you told me about it, and I was like, I need something action packed.
Yeah.
That was action packed. So I was like, I just recently watched Yasuke.
Oh yeah.
It was only 6 episodes. Honestly, it's very gory, but I was like, the animation's a little different. But then you told me, I finally watched Kame. You've been telling me for so long too,
dude.
And then I was like, yo, this is wild. Like it's got the action and like some of the gore and
yeah, it definitely has the gore. But no, and when we're ranking these, I don't know if I can even list them 1 through 10 like top to bottom. Like I think they're just in the top 10 or 5, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They're just up there.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind because
no, for the most part, same. Yeah.
There's people that do like listings, and I'm like, I always disagree. I'm like, how do you put this above this? But it's like it's personal
listings.
bias.
Yeah, listings are very hard.
Yeah,
they're all biased.
Yeah, so biased. It's like you never know what you're going through at the time and how it hits you.
Yeah,
like how people that don't like Naruto didn't watch it during a certain period of their life.
Yeah,
like that was me.
I have some. We'll get back to that one.
Yeah, we'll get back to that because that's a longer one. So Kame Ga Kill, dude, that is definitely. I think it's underrated, low-key, because I don't hear anyone talking about it.
True. Yeah.
You know, My cousin actually put me on it,
Okay.
and he was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this. It's only one season." And I was like, "Okay, one season, not too much time investment, so
Exactly.
I'm gonna do it." And then I got way more than I expected.
No, yeah. I never seen anything on it.
Like,
either.
bro, as soon as I got past the first episode, and I was like, "They're a group of assassins. I'm in."
Yeah.
Like, I don't even. You never hear about that.
No.
It's like the bad guy route, but it's not bad.
I have something similar to that anime.
Yeah.
Or this anime, yeah. I mean, we'll go after we finish this whole one season part.
Yeah, because the one seasons are definitely.
Another one I would add to that list is Death Note.
Yeah.
It's a really good anime. Just like Erase, it's a lot of thought process. And it's also one of my first animes that kind of like slivered me into the whole anime stuff.
Yeah. No, same for me. I actually started my anime like watching with Death Note.
Oh,
First ever anime I watched. And like I was in this like Criminal Minds, like my sisters got me into Criminal Minds super hard. Yeah. So obviously it's like the same idea. Like they're trying to figure out a case essentially, but you know what's going on.
Yeah,
like the whole time.
It's crazy.
Dude. That one made me think, and I think that's the first anime that made me think about what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, no, that's how I felt.
And there's so many different outcomes.
There's a lot.
And I was like, I don't even know how. And then like something totally opposite happens that you're thinking.
Yeah, no, I was like, there's like times I was just like sitting there. I was like, it's pretty. I feel like this is predictable. I know what's gonna happen. And then it just goes boom, like whoa.
Yeah, no. I
turned around so fast.
Like that's one of those like worlds that you think of when you think of an anime world that like would be crazy to live in.
Yes.
Like that's one of them. I've seen like these like listings are like crazy anime weapons to have, right? And then it's like the Death Note book is one of them. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's like dark. Like I don't think I would pick that. I was like,
it doesn't. Yeah.
It would help you if you're like super fucked up.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You could do some crazy shit with that, but definitely, man. I honestly forgot that was one season because of how good it was. It seemed so long.
Yeah, it did. It did seem very long.
The back and forth between Light and L. Mind games. Like literally mind games.
Yeah. Like it's just crazy how they got they managed to get so close. Not like close, but they managed to get pretty close.
Like,
and then they're both
it's like
after each other.
It's like a frenemy.
Yeah, it's literally
like,
a frenemy.
It was crazy. Like L thinks he's like helping him out, but he's like still thinking in the back of his head, you know?
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. And then I have another one. I have a few, obviously. Oh no, I do have Death Note listed as one season. Oh, okay. I was right. Never mind. Cowboy Bebop.
I still have not seen that.
So I put it in here because it is a classic. It's one of the classics that, like, literally the intro too. It's like jazz as fuck. It's so sick. It's like have you ever seen those like lo-fi 90s like beats, and it's like a bunch of like 90s clips of anime? Yeah. It's like that, but the whole season. Oh. And it's like space though. And it's like he's a bounty hunter. So it has that whole vibe to it, like the whole 90s vibe, and it's like super aesthetic. He smokes cigarettes. Like he's just a badass character, and it's a good story too. And it's not long at all. And people have been like itching for like more. Yeah. Especially recently, like there's been some flair about like people wanting more from it than just, I think the movie came out after and that's it. Oh. Even though it's like one of the biggest known animes. Like if you hear Cowboy Bebop, like I'm sure a lot of people know about it. And there's another one that's like Samurai Champloo. Oh, yeah. Like you've heard of it. Though. I heard of it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I watched Samurai Champloo also because I wanted to be cultured in the like 90s sense, like the Cowboy Bebop's in the Samurai Champloo, and it has the same vibe. Yeah. Older animation, of course, so you had to look past that, but besides that, it's a good show. And I put it up there because I enjoyed the watch of it. And I don't see why other people wouldn't. If you like anime, you're probably gonna like it. You have any more? I have a few more, man.
I have one more that also made me cry pretty well. Okay. It was Anohana.
Okay, I haven't watched Anohana.
That one, it's fairly similar to Erased, actually. Okay. So, I mean,
you could give me the plot.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's about it, like actually pretty much this.
Go back in time.
Not go back in time necessarily. Okay. But kind of do go back in time. Like they don't physically go back in time.
Like it's like a memory thing.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
kind of go through memories, but they're doing it at an older age.
Okay, I see.
But something happens. But
Yeah. Okay, I get the idea. I get the idea.
Yeah, no, that one definitely made me tear up. And
It's like a. Is it like an erased in the like plot line of where it's not? There's not a lot of romance, or is there romance?
There's actually some slight romance.
Okay.
Like, so
you know I love my
yeah,
romance
no,
factors.
I love
dude.
Romance. I know you. I know you.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
There's a romance factor added
There's
in.
actually there's. I wouldn't say there's a slight. There's a good amount of good amount of romance.
Yeah,
factor
that's
into
what's
it.
up. That's
and
what's
that
up.
kind of like influenced a little bit.
Okay,
on
yeah.
How I felt.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why it like, I don't know. It's like, for erased in a sense, there's not that big of one.
Mm-hmm.
Like very slightly, but it's still like, it builds the characters.
It
too.
does.
That's
The
what it
character
does for me.
Development was really good for one season.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm gonna go straight to your line, April.
Yeah.
Because man,
I have to agree with you on that one.
I watched that recently, dude. Like literally 2 months ago, maybe. Fresh. I was bawling. I was like, dude, this is literally one season,
Yeah.
and it makes you like the characters. The animation was amazing too. That helped
The animation
a lot.
is really good.
For like what they're doing. Like you never, I don't know. A good example is like animation, Soul. You know the Disney movie.
Yeah.
The animation for them playing the instruments is like crazy. Like it makes you love it. You know.
Yeah.
It makes you love it with them, and that's what Your Line April does because he plays the piano
Yeah. No.
and she plays the violin.
That was the same time I was doing my like when I started watching a race. I watched a race, and then right after I watched, I think, The Silent Voice.
Yeah.
The movie.
I watched those two and like Your Name,
and
like
then-
all in the same
I watched
same time.
Like like all within like a few weeks of each other, and then I watched Your Line in April. I was just like, why am I doing this to myself?
Dude, oh man, after that, I just sat there like thinking, I was like, damn, that was such a good ending.
Yeah.
Like, it was so good. It was so sad, but like the love factor in that, like that's what drives it, obviously, because it's a slice of life anime.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I didn't even relate to it at all. It's just like a good love story.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was really good. No,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about a lot through that whole show.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I don't know. There's a lot of thinking for me, and that's very sad at the same time.
Yeah,
like
for
for
sure.
both characters.
It's just
All of the
gut wrenching,
characters,
dude.
Yeah, I did.
Like the way, I'm not even gonna say anything about like the ending or anything, but just the way everything goes about really makes you like the relationship like every person in that story has.
Yeah.
And that's why it's up there for my one seasons.
I agree.
Like I think that's like the only one, because I haven't watched Anohana, that's like a love factor in one season animes.
Yeah.
Like that's the only one that is up there because it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
But I have one more.
Okay.
Do you have any more?
I do not.
I have One Punch Man up there. Even though it has 2 seasons, it only had one for like a very long time, and it was like known for being a one season at first.
That's what I thought. I didn't know it had more than 2.
So
or more than 1. Sorry.
The second one, I've heard it's pretty good, but it's not as good as the first one. And it came out like a lot of people were waiting for it to come out for heck long. Like it didn't drop for a very long time, but dude, the aesthetic in that one is like so funny. Like, have you seen Mob Psycho 100?
No,
also,
but I know like the art style and stuff.
Yeah,
of it.
it's like the blank faces
Yeah.
and like all that. Like it has the same idea. But Mob Psycho 100 is a good one too. Yeah, it's pretty good. But One Punch Man, even though it's not technically a one season, I liked it because I've only seen the first season.
Yeah.
And the second season, I don't even know if this is valid, but I've just heard it's mid. I mean, and not that I'm not going to give it a chance, like I probably will, but the first season of One Punch is like, it's so unique in the way you've seen it, right?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
even
I
then, it's like,
All of it.
he's a normal dude.
Yeah.
It's like, it's relatable in the normal dude aspect, and then all of a sudden he just kills everything in
yeah.
one punch.
Like I know about the story.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of it, just
Yeah.
never watched it.
To be able to make an anime about someone that kills
Yeah.
stuff in one punch is crazy.
Yeah,
And have
it's-
it be good. How do you even do that, man?
It's crazy though.
Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and transition to our longer animes
Okay.
from 1 to 2 seasons to like 4 or 5.
I had a rough time trying to choose. I'll be honest.
I have a list of like 5, 6.
These are not in order, but
Mine either. Mine either.
Not in order.
I'm sure we have a lot of similarities.
Oh yeah.
One of them is one you're watching right now for me.
Oh, I know.
So I put it in there because technically it's one season, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
But it has 64 episodes.
That's
and it's
a lot
like
of episodes.
it's like cut up into chapters technically. Like I don't really know how to explain it. It's like not arcs, but it's like different parts of the story.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it in there because everything is amazing.
I mean, it's not my top yet because I haven't watched it.
Yes, but you're only like how many?
I'm literally only 10 episodes in. Yeah, I wanted to put it on, so I was like, I haven't even watched it. I can't put it on just yet, but I know.
You see the potential.
Yeah, I see a lot of potential into this.
The crazy thing is, you haven't even seen like the crazy potential yet. Like
it's just in 10 episodes, though. It's already crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely starts off with a bang, but
it really did.
Like crazy. Like it definitely has every aspect of an anime in there so far for you.
Yeah,
I think it's oh man, it's so good.
I would have for me. I would just put Hunter.
Oh yeah, that's on my list. Yeah, for sure.
I remember I was watching it. You told me about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm down to watch it."
Didn't we watch it at the same time or close to the same time?
I think a little bit. Yeah, I think you watched it before me. I think you just finished it, or like you were finishing it up.
Yeah,
You told me that. I was like, I started. So this is during like school. And I was hooked. I was watching it like right before class. Like, and my class is early in the morning. I woke up early to watch. Like, and I give myself an hour to watch like 2 episodes before class.
Like, that's how you know you're like addicted.
Yeah.
Like, you wake up early to do something before you have to do something else.
Yeah.
Especially watching anime, dude.
Yes. Anime. I was like, normally it's like I kind of give my time later in the day to watch that.
Yeah.
But, like, I actually committed morning time to watch
morning time. That's how you know you're a weeb.
Yeah, and then just recently the full arc. Or the full show is on Netflix.
Oh, I saw that.
I was like, I mean, I have Crunchyroll, all that, but like, it's
yeah.
cool to see. I can tell
like
people that don't have Crunchyroll and all that to watch it.
Yeah, so, that's true. I remember. I'm gonna say the story, bro. I remember when you told me that you finished it, and then, you already know what I'm about to say. Yeah. And then you're like, or I asked you how you thought about, or what you thought about it, and you're like, I thought the ending was okay, and I was like. Ending was okay. What do you mean? I thought the ending was pretty good. It was average. I wouldn't say it was amazing. Like the actual
it was definitely
ending.
The actual ending was. I mean,
it was okay. You know, but where you thought it ended.
Yeah.
So, Jarrell originally watched it on Netflix.
Yeah.
And obviously he just said that they have the whole thing now. He watched it to where they meet a certain somebody at a tree. If you guys have watched the show, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, like, I think it's his dad, but it's like, I don't know. Why didn't, like, they just left us with a cliffhanger? And I just started dying laughing. I was like, dude, there's no way. I was like, what are you watching it on? And then he said Netflix. And I was like, dude, you haven't even seen the best arc yet. And then you told me, or I told you that, like, there's so much more.
Yeah, there's so much more.
Literally the best part.
Like, I literally missed. I mean, there's definitely a lot of good parts and important parts in what I watched in Netflix.
All the Nen building and stuff like that. Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't get good until like where I didn't see
the Chimera ants.
Yeah, the Chimera ants, dude.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I was like, "There's more." Yes, thank you. I get to watch
that's like,
more.
that's like.
I was actually kind of disappointed where I stopped. I was like, "There's no way this is the ending." Like,
yeah.
Oh. He did all that and he found his dad at a tree.
Yeah, it's nice. One of the, but you didn't even like see what he's.
Yeah,
it's like it was one of those things where like you're like clicking through the seasons, you're like, there's not more.
Yeah,
that's what you did.
Yeah, it's like what?
Yeah, no, there was so much more, but Hunter x Hunter fight scenes were pretty crazy. I liked it. A lot of people bash on it because of the stairway episodes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, even then, like, there's still stuff happening. Like, I get it. It was a little dragging, but
yeah, it definitely did. But I mean,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
The build up for the payoff was good. The ending for one of the characters, you know who I'm talking about. Two Big Boys.
Yeah.
Kind of lackluster.
Yeah, it was.
It's kind of just like pulling the plug almost, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
They kind of like sped it up a little bit at the end of that fight, but I liked it nonetheless. Like the characters are great. Killua's aesthetic is like
his aesthetic.
legendary.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's impacting like everything.
Because I was wearing that shirt last
Mhm.
podcast, but
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
can show. But yeah,
And
I was wearing Killua shirt.
I have the same exact shirt
Yeah.
in a different color, and like it's crazy how many people have the Killua profile pictures.
Yeah. It's
All
like-
literally one of our friends has it,
Yeah.
or he always changes it.
he
to
always
it.
changes it to it. Yeah, he'll change it to something else, and then he'll end up coming back to
Yeah,
it.
like it's like
But yeah, Killua's aesthetic is just
he's
out of it's
badass.
yeah.
He's like he's the assassin, dude.
He's
and
the
he's
he's the
like he's
assassin.
the one assassin that you know of. Like
Yeah.
he's so sick.
Like, even if you never watched Hunter x Hunter, you've seen him. Like,
You've seen him
You've seen him
all the time. And Gone, I can't say the same.
No,
Like you haven't seen him probably, but you know, like that's like the face of the show.
yeah.
So it's like you probably know if you hear Hunter x Hunter, you think of his face.
yeah,
But if you hear Killua, you know where it's from
Yeah.
already, and he's just a cool anime icon. Another one I have. We'll talk about Naruto last because you already know how that goes. We'll bring up My Hero. I put My
Oh,
Hero in
okay.
here because for me, like I was addicted, like you were on Hunter x Hunter.
yeah.
I don't know what it was, dude. Like I think I like the world a lot. It's like a basic ass world.
It is
If you
very-
think about it,
yeah,
it's
very
like
simple.
yeah, it's simple.
Yeah.
It's like everyone has, like some people have a quirk, which is like a power. Some people don't.
Yeah.
That's
and they
it.
they just live
Yeah,
life. They just
that's
live life.
it. That's and then there's villains that do bad things with the quirk.
Yeah.
And that's literally it. Like that's the whole.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just like the simplicity to it, but there's a lot.
Yeah. Well, they just have a lot of crazy powers, I'd say, or quirks that I think were cool.
Mm-hmm. I'd have to say, My Hero, it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it has its moments for me.
yeah, it does have its. I mean, some of it's like I feel like I'm just sitting here watching.
Yes. Like the most recent season. I heard it's a build-up season.
Oh yeah, this most recent season I haven't even like.
Yeah.
I kind of just I stopped after a few episodes. So I was like,
Hmm.
I wouldn't get lost. I was just like, I'm not really.
It feels like filler.
Yeah. So
That-
I mean, I'll definitely get to it, but
That's how I feel like that's how a lot of it feels. Like even the whole like band festival thing.
Yeah.
Like that's how it feels, but I don't know. I still enjoyed it because like there's like little moments here and there that make me enjoy it.
yeah.
But
There's what I like it though is when it gets into the action parts,
yes,
it goes down.
The
and it
animation
gets-
is so
it's
sick.
So sick.
animation is so sick. Like I think that's one of the things I liked about it. Like the build-ups to all the fights and like the fact that there's a ranking system for the heroes,
Yeah,
I
that
think
was-
adds a lot because of what happens. You already know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like I think that added a lot to the show for me because it adds a lot of pressure on the protagonists.
It does.
Like
yeah.
all of them.
Mhm.
There's so many main characters in that show.
Yeah,
It's
because everyone's
crazy.
that's everyone's just thinking about where they are, what like what they could be doing with their quirks.
yes, everybody.
Yeah.
Unless you're quirkless.
Unless you, yeah. Well,
But
yeah.
even then it's like everyone's thinking about the top hero.
yeah, they're always like, I
And
want to be the top.
even the
Whatever.
top heroes are thinking about who's the top hero.
Yeah.
And it's so cool how that drives the like story in between the villains.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what I liked about it. Cause I don't know, bro. Just something about it specifically appealed to me. Now I'm falling out of it, but I liked
Yeah.
it at the time when I was watching it. I was like, oh, I'm addicted.
Yeah.
I gotta keep watching. I gotta know what happens. Like Deku's fight scenes. The first, I don't know if it's the first one, not the one against Todoroki. That one's good too.
That one is really good,
but the one where he fought like the armored dude and like saved the little kid in
oh,
the forest.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
in the fort, yeah.
That dude, that fight scene.
Actually, I
sticks
really,
in my mind.
I really like that one. That was like I think one of his first, not first, but like
official
official
fights
fight
with the,
yeah,
like a villain.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I felt like he was actually fighting for something, I was feeling
Yeah.
it, bro. I was
Because he's
like,
trying to
"Oh,
protect the
let's
kid, and I
go."
was like,
Yeah, I was like, let's
he's
go.
actually like using his power.
Yeah, it was sick, dude. I was so happy about it. You could go ahead and say one. I'm sure we
um,
have similarities.
yeah. Yeah, I have quite a few,
Go
but I
ahead.
mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with next. Actually, I want to go with because we're watching it right now. Haikyuu.
Yeah, dude, that's on the list.
Dude,
I already knew.
yeah, like yeah, no, especially with like the whole Olympics. Like I was watching the volleyball already, and
Yeah.
like I actually watched the first two seasons when it first came out.
Mhm.
This is when I was playing volleyball. Then after that,
Yeah.
I stopped watching because I was like, if I watch this, I'm gonna want to play it.
Yeah.
And then now we're here, we're watching it, watching
Want to
volleyball.
play
Yeah,
it,
I want to play so badly,
dude?
dude.
I know. And
And yeah,
I've never played volleyball like that, but I know it would be so fun, like just learning it,
hmm
because like the show makes you learn it
yeah,
as you're going, which is like cool because you're on a journey with the main character Hinata, and Kageyama.
yeah.
Those are like the two main characters. Later on, it's a team.
Both different skill experience or different experiences.
Yes, but it's like they're still both learning stuff
Yeah,
about the game, and you learn it with them. And the animation's amazing.
that's
I
pretty cool.
can.
I just talked to some. Oh, sorry,
Go ahead.
I just talked to someone recently about this. We're like, it's kind of odd. Like I kind of feel like I learned a little bit more from watching the show than actually playing volleyball.
Really?
Yeah, like a little bit. Like
That's crazy because I've never like played volleyball like that. So I'm
yeah.
sure that's crazy. You know what's crazy? I At the party the other day, I went to a party, and one of the dudes is a volleyball coach
Oh,
at the high
swear.
school that I told you.
Uh huh.
And and I told him, I asked him, I was like, have you ever watched Haikyuu?
Yeah.
And he was like, no. He's like, I'm not really into not into it. He's like, I've never started, And I was like,
Yeah.
dude, if you watch Haikyuu, I want to know your reaction because he's
Oh,
a coach, and
yeah.
he's like actually good. And he like talks about like he knows all the terminology. I heard him talking about it with me,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, I hear this from Haikyuu.
I know.
I know this from Haikyuu, and it's so sick. And I'm like, man,
Yeah.
like I wonder what he's gonna think
That
about
show
it,
gets me so pumped.
dude.
So pumped.
The team aspect, like later on, is so sick. I can't even believe you didn't finish it. I thought you were caught up.
No.
So when you told me, you're like, yeah, I need to catch up. Now I'm like, catch up. You haven't watched season 4, and you're like, I haven't watched season 3. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Dude, you haven't even watched the best part.
I know, dude. That whole the season 3 is
Yeah, season 3 against
crazy.
Ushijima.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That was
sick.
so crazy.
But man, once you get to season 4, there's another team that gets introduced. So sick.
Yeah, I didn't spoil it, but I do know what they look like. I
Yes.
haven't watched anything.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I do
yeah.
know what they look like.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's cool. So they're twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know, though.
Yes,
all I
that's
know.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good enough. Dude, the show, it's top 10 for me all
It's
time.
Dude,
Like I've never seen a sports anime up until this one,
same.
and it's crazy. If I ever watch a sports anime, I would think like I'm gonna watch a basketball one, right?
Yeah.
Like Kuroko's.
Kuroko, yeah.
Yeah, like that one. I haven't watched that yet,
Mhm.
and I thought that's what would appeal to me more because I like basketball. Never played volleyball, bro. I heard about it. I put John on it, and then John had never seen like a sports. I don't know if he's never seen a sports anime, but I don't know if he's seen Kuroko's or like any other soccer. There's soccer
Yeah,
animes
yeah.
out there too. But he told, bro, as soon as he said he got past like the introduction, he said he binged it so hard, and I was like, as you should, because that's what I did.
Should.
It's
Yeah.
exactly what I did.
Because I binged it. I restarted it from season 1.
Yeah,
I watched all of
it's
it.
been like a week and a half.
Yeah, no, I literally watched season 1, season 2, like, in the, like, all collectively, literally in, like, 2 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember when I watched it. Oh, dude, I have some good timings for when I start stuff. For
Mhm.
My Hero, when the season before this one came
Oh,
out,
I remember, yeah.
I watched all of it, and then they just started releasing the new episodes.
Yeah, because I remember you're like, yeah, I think you saw my sticker, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to start that soon.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, yeah, dude, you should. The new season is going to come out.
Yeah, yeah.
You literally binged the heck out of it
Mm.
right before the season came out.
That's what I'm
was like,
saying.
oh
I don't
my
know what it
goodness.
was about My Hero, but I did the same thing with Haikyuu. Like right before season 4 came out,
Mhm.
binged 1 through 3, and then season 4 came out right after I finished. And you know what's crazy? Same exact thing happened with Attack on Titan.
Oh, actually, no. Yeah, I could say the same thing for me. Yeah.
because I never watched Attack on Titan in high school.
Same.
I started watching Naruto and Death Note while I was in high school. Those were like my first animes. I watched Death Note, started Naruto, started Soul Eater at the same time, and then I finished Naruto. Finished. I probably watched some random ones in between, like One Punch Man and stuff. But yeah, Attack on Titan happened too. We could transition to Attack on Titan because
I'm down.
oh man, that's probably top 3.
Dude. There's just so much going on, and there's so much action, and the animation.
For one person specifically.
For one person, dude. Like my friend, everyone, like you guys, my friends were like, you need to watch AOT. I was like, you're right.
Yeah.
I just don't know when.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I mean, it probably didn't come out at the time, but the stuff that Levi does in the first season is still crazy.
Yeah.
Compared to like the later seasons where it's even crazier.
Dude, that's why it gets better and better. It's not like a real like a slump in the show. Like
dude, the writers for like the creativity of the stuff he does is insane.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine what goes on through their head because like they're the literal definition of like living in your own world.
Yes,
dude, they live in it. I saw a VFX like breakdown of these about the Levi Kenny scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's crazy what they did. It's not actually all animated. It's a CG background.
Really?
So you know how the Titans look in the new seasons?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but the background. So all the buildings are CG. It's not drawn or anything. It's all CG, and it's like it's fake, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not drawn at all. But Levi and like his movement is through the CG world.
Oh,
so really? They built the world and then they built the scene through the world.
That's sick.
I was like, dude, really that's so sick, right? And then it led up to them doing CG to like buy some time probably because it costs way less and it takes less time. But it still looked good.
Yeah.
And
no doubt. No doubt.
And the whole thing about like anime culture now is literally Eren Yeager.
Yeah. Eren
Yeager. Everyone says that. Like, go ahead.
I don't know. Wait, no, you can go ahead. I kind of lost my train of thought.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, he's become. I've seen so many cosplays of him on TikTok.
Yes.
Where they're just wearing like a, what's it called? Like a cardigan.
Yeah.
Like just a plain cardigan that's like a green, and they have like a ponytail.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, it's sick though, and it's cool to have an anime where you have to pick sides.
Yeah.
Like
actually,
this one,
it's
like you don't know.
Yeah.
Unless you read the manga.
Yeah. But I haven't read the manga. I haven't read any manga.
John read the manga and he told me, he's like, bro, it's gonna get so crazy. I'm like, don't tell me anything, man.
I want to. I need to actually start getting into mangas.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Someone just at the party I went to, they were talking to me about Junji Ito. So it's like a very popular. I don't know if they write manga. I'm pretty sure they do, but it's very popular art style. Mm-hmm. Apparently, you get a fear of spirals if you like read it. Yeah,
spirals.
Yeah, we might have to look into it after this.
Okay.
Because like the art is so crazy. Like one of the people there did a tote bag. And they did some Junji Ito art on it.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks so sick.
Oh,
like,
I have to see that.
I'm talking anime aesthetic, but like goth.
Oh.
Or like tarot card like shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that kind of vibe, like a psychic, like kind of crazy witch, like that vibe. It's crazy. Like I have to look into it more, but I'm sure that's uncultured of us not to know it. But it's cool to see that because Attack on Titan had a big impact. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
I put that for 1 seasons too, but it's only because it has 1 season out.
Yeah, I want to get to like trendy stuff soon. Yeah.
Yeah, JJK is.
In a second. But AOT, yeah, very wild, crazy.
Literally
binged all of it. Then the new season came out, also, just like you did.
Oh yeah, and like perfect timing.
Yeah.
Did we watch that together? No, right?
No, not that one.
Yeah. Man, that was so sick though.
For me personally, I would have to say Tokyo Ghoul is one of them. It's not. It's not the greatest, but it's.
Dude, I didn't put that in my list, but I actually like season 1 and 2. A lot of people don't like season 2.
Yeah.
I like season 2. It's not better than season 1. Don't get me wrong.
Season 1 is the best.
Goated. Goated.
It does. I mean, the show does kind of fall off.
It does.
But I put it up as one of my top ones just because I was like kind of in a weird mental state at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like I kind of like vibed with it.
Yeah.
It was very edgy.
Super edgy.
Now it's like
Unravel.
Yeah.
The intro. We'll talk about
yeah.
that too. We're gonna get to intros in a bit, but Unravel is like, I don't know, everything about the show's aesthetic like match the whole thing.
Yeah, like I was just I was just edgy feeling. I didn't dress like
yeah,
but that's how I felt.
You know, it's crazy. A lot of like teenagers, I feel like that's the one they watched.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and it's like it impacted the way they looked. Like they're trying to be edgier.
Yeah.
A lot of people had the Kaneki face masks.
Mm-hmm.
So many people. You have one.
I do. I do have one.
You have one.
I also have a poster.
Yeah. I mean, it's sick. Like, iconic finger crack.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I saw that, and then I caught myself subconsciously just doing it.
Yeah, same here. I did the same.
It's also an influence, like, with me dyeing my hair, too. So I was like...
Yeah, exactly. Like, it has an impact on, like, the way you look. Kind of like, what's another one that's like that? There's a lot of shows like that. Like, even the JJK outro.
That JJK outro, yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like
that's definitely influenced people how people dress.
Yeah, like the crew necks.
Yeah.
And like it's all baggy.
Yeah.
They look sick though.
They do. I was like, look, I want to try like an outfit like that. Yeah. I don't know if I could rock it, but
yeah. Like I feel like that's the cool part about anime influencing like trendy wise.
Yeah.
There's so many people that want to dress like people in anime because they look so sick.
Yeah.
Like all the cosplayers, that's the reason why they cosplay, because they like the character. And oh man, I love that shit. Naruto.
Okay.
We'll get to Naruto because Naruto's the last one, I think. I don't have any more on my list for long animes.
I have one more.
Go ahead.
It's 7 Deadly Sins.
I haven't watched it yet.
I really like that one. I don't know.
Dude.
It was on Netflix. As one of those, like, I'm just exploring Netflix again.
Yeah. No, I do that from time to time also.
That was... I don't know what about it. I think... Actually, no. I started it because I was... At the time, I was going to church a lot. And it's like, kind of similar to that. Like, it has, like, 10 Commandments and all that.
Okay.
So I was like...
It's like the rules of the world.
Yeah, the rules of the world.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, oh... And I got really hooked onto it. It's about romance, a lot of action, and I don't know. The animation's really cool, and then the stories behind each character.
Okay, so
really good.
Would you say, because we watched a little bit of One Piece, we're not into that yet, so we're not going to talk about it because it's hard to get into if you're not. I don't know, bro. The old animation for us is just rough to get past.
Yeah, the animation's really.
That's it.
Old.
I'd say that's it though. Storytelling is pretty good so far.
Yeah, I mean we haven't even gone far at all.
Maybe 15 episodes.
Yeah, not at all.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, so far though, I like the way it's building up. Like he's just making the team right now for us. Yeah. I know, like we know he's gonna have a big team, right? And we know he's gonna have like a crew.
I think it's so long.
Dude, it's so hard.
It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah, it
just
is.
looking at the number of episodes.
This is funny because the same thing can be said about Shippuden.
True.
But like it's like half the length.
Actually, yeah.
Which is crazy.
I can agree with that. There's reasons why.
It's still so long, but it is only half the length of One Piece.
Yeah, it is. That's
like,
true.
Bro, it took me months to finish Shippuden. You know what I mean?
Actually, well, I mean, I've never watched Naruto.
All of it.
I've tried watching the show so many times, but like I didn't know about like what episodes to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to like episode 50, and I was like, I don't know if I could watch this.
Just regular Naruto?
Yeah, it was regular. No, of Shippuden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. But then I ended up just watching all the fight scenes, so I was like,
you get the gist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the build-up is for. It's like the fight scenes and then like the payoff afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the main thing that every anime strives for. I'd say that's action-packed, the payoff. Man, I don't know. For me, I watched it. I watch it like all the time, and it still took me so long. And that's 500 episodes.
Yeah.
Like I can only imagine close to 1,000 more. Oh man,
I don't
it's
know.
just so much for me. And Seven Deadly Sins, I haven't started yet.
It's I think 4 seasons.
Four.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's 22, 24 each
Something
season.
roughly around there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, that's one of the more highly talked about,
Yeah.
like middle of the road animes in
Mhm.
the sense of like how long it is.
Yeah.
So I definitely need to get into that. Maybe that's the next one I watch, because I haven't figured out what next one I wanted to watch. I just
Dude.
can kind of. I've been rewatching stuff with you,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
That's
I
true.
haven't
Yeah.
watched anything myself. You
Because
know?
I'm like, yeah, you should try doing that. I mean, because I have so many, everyone's telling me. It's mostly you, but
Yeah, yeah. Like I
Yeah.
just told you today,
Yeah.
Vinland Saga.
yeah. So
I just told you that.
just watching it.
hmm But I'm gonna have to give Seven Deadly Sins a try because I know there's a few bangers that are openings in there.
Yeah, some of the openings are really good.
I like the way his sword looks. Like I know what his sword looks
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I know it looks sick.
Yeah, like no, he was one of my, cause like on VR chat.
Yeah,
It was one of my
I remember.
avatars. Was
I
like, dude,
remember.
love it.
Yeah, like and it's crazy because I knew who he was,
Yeah.
and I haven't watched the show yet. That's how you know it's good.
But yeah, no, it's just, yeah,
If
they're
you-
pretty badass. I don't go lie.
Yeah, it's cool.
And the story development's really good. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, man. Yeah, but Naruto for me, it's so tough because I want to put it at number one, like instantly. But like, there's so many good ones we watched recently.
Yeah,
Like Attack on Titan. It's like almost everyone's number one right now, besides
That
Jujutsu
is-
Kaisen, and it only has one season.
that's true. Yeah, it's
I'm like,
actually
man.
crazy. It's
Yeah,
really crazy.
that one has definitely dominated the anime market recently, just because of how it appeals to like people our age, and
Yeah,
teenagers.
very much our age. TikTok, it was all over TikTok. Like before the season came out, everyone's like, "You better get ready. You better watch this."
Dude, I've seen so many cosplays.
So yeah, I've seen a lot of cosplays.
Seen so many Maki cosplays, and the what's her name? Nobura,
Nobura, yeah,
the girl with the hammer nails,
yeah.
something like that.
It's no.
Not,
yeah.
not
No,
something.
yeah.
It's close,
Yeah,
close.
you're talking about.
Forgive me, I don't remember her name, but yeah, no. For Naruto, like being up there, I think it was just a time thing, kind of like how people like One Piece or Dragon Ball. Like I like
Mhm.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is up there for me too. I watched that when I was like maybe 12. My
Yeah.
cousins had like the full box set of every season.
Oh man.
They're big Dragon Ball fans, right?
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it. It's just like the world's cool, the idea is cool. Kind of gets overplayed when Dragon Balls, and then you get revived every month or something. You know,
Yeah.
like that's kind of but it was cool. But Naruto just hits different with me. I don't know what it was. Like I wasn't even bullied as a kid, or I don't know, man. There was something about it. Like I think the world is really cool because I like the Japanese aesthetics.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those I wish I really got into, just because
Mhm.
I feel like I'd understand it a lot more than what I have right now. Because I'm just like, I still to this day I'm like, I don't see that much of it. Like I don't know, like I just Naruto isn't really it for me for some reason. Like,
Yeah.
even though like I really enjoy it, like
The Akatsuki vibes,
the
and,
vibe,
like,
yeah,
all
like,
that.
all the characters. I really like the characters, but it's like
Mm,
I don't know. I just couldn't get into the show itself.
yeah. The cool thing is like just like every other anime, they have distinct clothing,
Yeah.
and there's different ways like they look depending on villages too.
Oh yeah.
And it's like you don't even have to dress as one of the popular characters. You could just dress like one of the people from the Sand Village because they have a whole vibe to them.
Yeah.
And that's how they dress, you know? And it's like, so I don't know. The characters in that movie, or not movie, in that show are just like beyond what I expect out of anime. Just because of like the depth of everything.
No, yeah.
It also took 500 episodes to get there though, so that's probably
Yeah, I
the
think
reason.
I think I would have been into Naruto, like Shippuden, like
Mhm.
that, if I stuck with it. I remember it specifically coming out on Cartoon Network when
Yeah.
I was younger, like I think elementary school,
Yeah.
something like that. It just came out first episode. I was like, I don't even know what show this is because I didn't watch the original Naruto either,
Yeah.
but I knew of it. I just never watched it. And then Shippuden came out. I was like, oh, this is cool. I watched it with my mom. I was like, this is cool. It's like my mom kept making jokes of Shippuden, Shippuden, who? And I was like, no, it's
Oh my
Shippuden. I
God.
was like, yeah. And then I watched that like consistently for like a few months,
Mhm.
like when it came out every week.
Yeah.
And then we moved, and that's when like I just didn't watch.
Fell off.
Yeah, I just
Dude, when I the crazy thing is when that came out, you know what I was watching?
Huh.
It technically is an anime, okay? Not Avatar. I also watched Avatar: Last
Avatar's
Airbender,
pretty good.
and like
Avatar's
my whole
really good.
family watched that.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
definitely.
that's like appealing to everybody.
I grew up with.
Yeah,
We all grew up.
I
with
think it's because it's in English. It helps,
that. Yeah.
like with the family aspect, But I was gonna say, bro, Beyblade Metal Fusion.
Beyblade.
I used
Dude.
I watched that first season to last episode, like the whole way through.
That was one.
Like I don't know what it was. It made me want Beyblades. I loved Pegasus
Yeah.
and Leon.
I have to agree with you. Like, I wouldn't put it in an anime list, but at the same
Yes,
time,
I agree.
Kind of
Like,
it's like in the border. Like it's just
yeah.
a cartoon.
Yeah. The crazy thing was that's not even the original one.
It's not. No.
And,
The
like,
original
there's
one
the
is
older
actually
one.
the first one was. I watched majority of that one. That was really good. But yeah, Metal Fusion.
Yeah.
That was when we first got a DVR
Yeah.
and we were able to record.
Yes.
I was like,
me
yes,
too,
I'm
me
recording
too.
every episode.
I recorded
watch
it.
I still have my Beyblades.
Oh
actually.
wow. Yeah,
I-
I used to have so many. I used to have so many, and you can like mix and match them.
Yeah, that's
which was sick. The world in that one is really cool because they don't fight. Like actually, they fight with their Beyblades.
Yeah.
And like, they have an attachment with their Beyblades. It's kind of weird, but it's like,
I mean, it makes sense though. It's
as
like,
a kid, you're like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
You're like,
Like,
this is a toy I
that's
could get in real
like,
life.
basically your quote unquote. That's your pet.
Yeah, it's like a
Like,
Pokemon.
Yeah, it's
quote
literally
unquote.
like a Pokemon. Yeah.
But it like has its own personality. It doesn't have personality, but it has like its traits. It's like, oh, this one's more aggressive.
Yeah.
This one's gonna out stamina you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it'll last longer. It's crazy, but we can get to the openings because, dude, Beyblade was a good one.
Beyblade
Let it
opening.
rip.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
fight.
I
Yeah.
think all the Beyblade intros were really good.
I've only heard the Metal Fusion
I
one.
don't know. I think the first one. I think there was 2 more seasons between the Metal Fusion and the first one, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean, they're all kind of like similar to each other, kind of.
Mhm.
But it's so catchy.
Yes.
Like it's so
Like,
catchy.
Like any other commercial that's catchy with like a slogan or something.
Yeah.
That's literally the Beyblade Let It Rip. Like if you hear Beyblade, you automatically think Let It Rip.
Yeah.
Automatically in like with Attack on Titan, Shinzo Sasageo. Like
Shinzo Sasageo.
everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Or it's Eren Yeager, whatever. Because they say it so much in that. But
Yeah.
openings. I already told you to watch Vinland Saga. That's the first one on here.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there's like a list, but it's up there for me. Dude, it's like, Tower God.
Yeah.
It's
I
kinda
actually do
like-
know the intro. of that
So
one.
that's fire, and
That
it's like
intro
it's kind of
is-
metal,
Yeah.
and it's like the same vibes as Tokyo Ghoul 2.
Mhm.
That's why I
Yeah.
think you'll like it. The opening. It's like
Okay,
metal.
okay. Yeah, no, I remember we were watching Tower of God together.
Yeah, we were.
That intro that intro is crazy.
It's called Top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that intro, so amazing.
Okay.
I loved it. Vinland Saga's. There's only one season so far. I think they announced season 2 is coming out
Okay.
soon, which is good because the first season was amazing. Like I don't know, it's got to be like a 9 out of 10.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
And it only has one season. I would put it up there with Jujutsu Kaisen. It just didn't get a lot of
Enough tension, I assume.
well, it did get a
Or-
lot of attention. I think a lot of people saw it as the like underdog. They're like, you need to watch this. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
It wasn't
yeah,
the Jujutsu Kaisen like bread and butter though. It's like,
Mm.
oh, everyone's watching this. Not
Yeah.
everyone was watching it. A lot of people were, but not everyone.
Yeah.
It was always on the list as like upcomer new anime that you should watch. You know what
Oh,
I
I
mean?
see.
It wasn't
Yeah.
the Jujutsu Kaisen of the anime because
Yeah.
it was in the same release.
Oh,
So released the
that
same
makes
time.
sense. Yeah.
So it was hard to compete. Amazing. Medieval times. They're all scrapping.
Medieval. Oh, that's.
Like
I've been kind of feeling that vibe recently too.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm sure Yasuke had like a little bit of it because it's like
It's
samurais in a
samurai-
sense. I know there's a robot
yeah.
in it though.
Yeah. Honestly, Yasuke is not it. I'm gonna be honest.
I just heard that
They
aesthetic
could have
was
done better.
cool.
Yeah, that aesthetic is. They could have done better, definitely. But
Yeah.
I only put it in 6 episodes. So.
Yeah, but like when you think medieval though, like this one, that's literally it's like Game of Thrones in an anime, and I haven't even seen
Oh,
Game
wow.
of Thrones.
I've watched Game of Thrones.
I haven't even seen it, but that's what I can compare it to because I know it's the same type of world,
Okay.
and it's so sick. Like
Okay.
there's the big beefy brawlers, you know, that just like go crazy, and then there's like the more like slick and like fast people,
Yeah.
and then there's the fencing people. Dude, it's so cool. It's so cool.
Okay.
But Vinland Saga opening, I'll put it on screen.
Yeah.
That it's metal, dude. It's
Okay.
metal. Do you have one that you just want
Uh,
to put out there?
I mean, besides Tokyo Ghoul, like I mean,
Yeah.
I'd go for the song. Fire
Mhm.
Force is really good. I liked Fire Force.
Inferno. I love Inferno. Fire Force. Like you said,
Yeah.
we were just talking about this in the
We
car.
were-
We were talking about how we play that on Osu. That's
Yeah.
like one of the most fun songs to play on
Yeah.
Osu. I don't know what it is, but that song, it's like
Yeah, no, that song is.
it matches the whole vibe of the show.
It does.
Because the show is like the fact that it's called Inferno. Show is about fire,
Yeah.
and it's like the sound effects in Fire Force are so good.
They're
Like
real.
Inferno just goes great with that, and
I need to finish that.
You
I need to
should.
finish that.
you should. That's a solid
Yeah.
anime right there. That I don't even know if I mentioned it earlier, but that's a solid anime. Has a little bit of fan service, but what doesn't nowadays, you know? JJK opening.
Oh yeah,
That's another one on Osu.
Yeah,
Like-
I gotta play.
I've seen that as a TikTok sound so often now.
Oh really?
The Jujutsu Kaisen
Oh,
opening.
okay, yeah.
I've seen that a lot.
Obviously AOT.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like almost all of them.
Yeah,
Almost all of them, because it's like it's crazy. It's not traditional.
it's not. It's
They're
actually
not singing
yeah.
most of the time. Most of the time, it's like a war theme. Like it's what you hear right before you're about to go
like
into
scream,
war.
like a battle cry.
Yeah,
kind of,
almost. Yeah, like a battle cry, exactly. And it's like a niche, but it fits with the vibe
It
of the
does. fit
show.
I don't know. It just. I hear it. It goes. It just.
You know, it's AOT.
Yeah. It's like.
There's nothing else like it.
It's not.
Not-
There's.
I haven't
Not
heard
that I know
anything.
of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like battle cry is the perfect way to describe it because it's like getting you ready.
No.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's
hype-
like it's loud. It's in your ear. It's like.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I have a Kamiga Kill opening too. It's called Liar Mask.
Okay.
The first one was like mid as hell.
Yeah. It's
Like it
the
wasn't even
intro.
memorable. The
I-
second one though, like if you heard it, you would know it. It's we could play it really quick if you want on your phone really quick just to listen to it. It's cool, man. It gives like good vibes for some reason.
I like
Yeah.
how I typed in a Kamiga Kill opening 2 is the first thing. I typed in a Kamiga Kill.
Mhm.
That's it.
It's pretty popular.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you already
Okay,
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that opening's
that
good.
opening was. I like that one.
It's like one of those things where in a movie it shows like a roll of footage
Yeah.
and it's like gives that vibe.
That's exactly
like-
what I thought.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as soon as you hear it, because it
It
has
gives
like
that
the
roll,
shuddering.
yeah, yeah,
You hear the
yeah.
shuddering. I have Haikyuu, Fly High.
Of course.
Yeah, there's a
that.
few of them, but
No,
Fly
no,
High
Fly
is the most
High is
memorable.
yeah. No, they're all their intros kind of got me. But yeah, Fly High
Yeah.
is because I think it's like the popular one.
Yeah, it is
So.
for sure. I think it's because it has a good amount of English.
Yeah, probably that too.
Because
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of American people that speak English that like it.
Yeah.
So it's one of the more trendy animes. It was at least.
Yeah.
Like when JJK and Haikyuu were out, Haikyuu was one of the top ones talked about besides Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Like those are all up there. I don't think it appealed to some of the older audience though.
I don't.
Like Attack on Titan does, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not hardcore at all. It's just like a whole different genre. You have some? I have a good amount, bro, and I'm sure you can relate to them.
Very likely. I mean, My Hero has a few.
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
My Hero
Several.
has a soft spot on my heart. You already know that.
Yeah.
And it's not even that good now.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, there's
the
several
last
intros
season.
that are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I forget which seasons.
It has a good amount of intros in it just because of how many seasons there are.
They
but
do change their intros quite often.
yes, they do. Like I remember when they were doing the festival one.
Mm-hmm.
eh,
Yeah, I don't.
that one, I remember it because it was about the festival.
Yeah.
It wasn't an intro about the anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't showing new characters. It was showing them doing the festival stuff, and I was like, "What is
Yeah.
this? I want some hype, man."
I do look forward to like seeing newer characters in intros because I'm
Mhm.
like it kind of makes me look forward to like
Yeah,
what I'm gonna expect. Like Full Metal.
Full Metal.
Yes,
I was about to
like
say
Full
that.
Metal.
Like there's a bunch of characters in there that you're like,
I
who's
haven't even seen.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't even know who these people are yet. You just see like clips of fight scenes
Yeah,
that
intro.
happen later that you have no idea why it's happening.
Yeah.
Like that happens a lot in that intro. The again by Full Metal Alchemist. That one's in my list
Yeah.
too. Such a good opening, man. Such a good opening. I have Sword Art Online, the first
Oh.
opening.
Actually, yeah, the first opening. I also like season 2's opening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't seen season 2.
Season 2, it's. I mean,
I think you told me that.
Most people already know it's about, like the whole gun thing.
Yeah,
But the intro is.
I remember you
really
telling me
good,
about that
yeah.
intro. You're like, I actually like Sword Art's second season opening,
Yes.
and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to like, I still have to give it a try.
It's not.
I don't want to be disappointed though. Like that's the only thing
Yeah.
stopping me, because everyone knows about that. But
yeah, you should definitely listen to it. It's I'd say it's like rock. I mean, I guess it's more like. I guess it'd be like Tower of God, kind of.
Okay,
It's kind of
okay, like a rock pop vibe,
yeah,
kind of.
Yeah,
Okay,
something like that.
I might have to give it a try because Crossing Field was great. That's the first opening
Yeah.
for Sword Art, and it's like Sword Art Online's first season, which is the only season I have watched personally.
And
You've watched all
my
of them, right?
opinion is the best season.
Oh yeah,
I've for the most part I've watched all 3 seasons, and none of them really caught me as much as season 1.
yeah. I mean, season 1 was so good. I didn't even want to watch anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
bro, it had such a like good ending too. Like, it had the love factor in it. There's like a couple filler episodes where they're
There's-
not. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But besides that, so
For everything going on, it shows
was-
a lot.
it was a lot.
There's a lot,
And it's cool because we play so much video games, and it's like
very similar
yes,
to like how we would be. or
Yes.
how we could be. So
yeah, and it's cool to see a virtual world like that with like a risk,
yeah.
and it's like like you think it would be cool even though it'd be horrible in real life. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
that actually happened, but
It-
it's cool to imagine.
Yeah, it's very cool to imagine. It's definitely in their situation probably the worst situation that
Yeah,
could happen.
For
'cause-
sure, that was horrible. Like
Yeah.
they're just rotting in
Yeah.
real life.
But in game, you're still the same age.
You're leveling up.
Yeah, you're leveling. You're leveling up.
Yeah, same thing can be said about Rising of Shield Hero, except he's actually there.
Well,
Have you seen Rising of Shield
no,
Hero?
I have not.
You should watch it. It's literally the same thing as Sword Art almost.
Okay. Okay.
Not okay. There's like a weird fandom behind one of the girl characters in the show. Her name is Ralph Talia. She's like, I don't know how to even explain it, bro. But she's not. She like grows at a faster pace than the main character, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she gets older during the show, but he meets her when she's a little girl. So there's like a
Okay.
weird thing going on where people like ship them.
Oh my.
So technically she is the same age as him, right?
Yeah.
But she grew over time. So she met, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of
yeah,
weird.
Yeah. I see.
But they're in like a video game kind of state world,
Mhm.
and he's like trying to fight his way out of it. It's really cool.
Okay.
I think you would like it. And it's only one season right now.
Okay.
Second season's coming out in the next like ship of like all the anime next seasons.
Okay.
What else is there? I have so many.
It's,
Like so many Naruto ones.
there's I think the first
I can think
Hunter
of like
intro
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Departure.
departure. Yeah.
We played that one on OC.
Yeah. I know most songs or most openings I enjoyed were I've definitely played on Osu like
It's
on
fun.
repeat.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like such a good opening, and it's like you just want to keep hearing it. Like Your Lie in April's, we played that one a good amount. I've just listened to that one a good amount. Yeah, it's called. It's by Goose House.
Yeah.
That opening
one?
is so good. That's got to be like
Well,
top 10 openings
I've
ever.
heard it. Yeah, I've heard it in like remakes of songs.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
There's a remake of like a rap song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what made it a little bit more popular because like people started using that sound for TikTok.
Yeah, by MC Virgin. Something
Mhm.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's so many Naruto ones. Main
There's
one,
a
Bluebird,
lot. Yeah, of course, Bluebird.
Silhouette.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I think those are the only two I know.
There's
like
the
name
one,
wise, but
yeah, there was one more. It's like you are my friend.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking.
I don't remember the name of it though.
I was just I just looked at the title of this video.
I'm so
And then I
mad
was
at.
thinking of TikToks too, because you know how they did the running through the mirror TikTok.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, that's another trend right there. That's anime related. But I don't even remember what that's called. I'm so mad I don't. But that they have so many Naruto openings in there. But those are like the three main ones. Bluebird is like probably one of the most well-known anime openings ever.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I'd have to
argue.
agree with you.
Yeah,
I'd have to agree with
because
that.
everyone knows. I don't know. Everyone knows it, even if you haven't watched Naruto.
Like I barely watched. I didn't even
Exactly.
get to. I didn't even get to that part.
Exactly.
That intro, and I knew that.
Exactly
intro.
my point.
Yeah.
We already talked about Fire Forces. I have Demon Slayer.
Oh. Yes.
Gren,
Yeah.
however
They
you
played
pronounce
it at
it.
the Olympics.
They played at the Olympics,
They
dude.
played
That's
it at the
crazy that
Olympics.
that just happened. I saw. I think you sent me that.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for the closing, dude, it's
You know what's crazy?
Japan also played another. Oh, JJK. I think the JJK
Really?
intro. Yeah.
At the Olympics?
Yes, for the opener.
That's sick. I didn't actually
I
know
believe,
that.
if I remember.
I just saw the
Yeah.
Demon Slayer one, and like when it got sent to me, I was thinking, dude, are they about to sing it? But no, that's just the instrumental.
Yeah.
But it's still cool because everyone knows what that is.
Yeah, and it's like at
Especially-
the Olympics.
Yeah. Dude, that's so much
For
like,
Japan to do that, it's
sick. I'm
Yeah.
so happy the Olympics are in Japan just for that reason. And like I barely watched the Olympics.
Yeah, and it's like great timing because most people are getting into animes or watching.
Yeah.
Been watching animes, but yeah, most people are getting into animes recently.
Dude, I've seen so many TikToks of like people showing their girlfriend like trying to get them into anime.
Yeah.
I've seen and I've followed a couple of them, and it's like they're watching Naruto, they're watching Demon Slayer, they're watching the more popular ones, and like they're actually digging it.
Yeah. It's
And
cool.
that's one of the things that people are getting into over COVID.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, this whole pandemic, like, you're not going anywhere. You got nothing else to do.
Bro,
Yeah,
binge some good
yeah,
shows.
Yeah. Why not get into something new? And
Yeah, and it's like
especially a lot of people at our age too.
yes,
Like,
a lot of
a
people.
lot of people our age.
A lot of people that weren't even part of the like anime
Yeah, like,
world, bro.
They didn't know anything about it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're cosplaying.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I like cosplaying. I've never done.
Yeah, me either.
It looks cool though. Like,
Yeah.
I'd probably do something.
I've always said this to you, and like it would be so hard for me to cosplay something.
Yeah.
I'd have to cosplay the characters with the masks on, like unless I picked Asuma because he has a beard. But
Yeah.
there's not that many bearded characters with full beards like this.
Uh-huh.
Besides Asuma, I can't even think of another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But regardless, I think I would be down.
I just saw a TikTok recently at a Demon Slayer cosplay.
Oh, dude!
I think you
saw
said. I don't know if you sent it to me or I don't know. I just saw it.
the one with the mask.
Yeah, the guy that gives the
yeah.
swords. Yeah,
Yeah. So the guy from Demon Slayer who gives the Demon Slayers their swords, they were doing group photos of like so all the Nezuko's would be grouped up, right?
Yeah.
All the Tanjiros would be grouped up.
Zenitsus.
Yeah. And then it got to that character, and he's the only
It's
one.
literally one person.
Dude, that's so sick though.
I respect that. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't even thought of that. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be this guy just because no one is him. Like,
No one.
Yeah.
No one. It's cool because he's actually like everyone knows the character.
yeah, everyone does. Like, you
But
can't forget him. Like,
Everyone wants to be like the main
yeah.
characters. And like that's why I would be an Anbu Black Ops because it's not a main character. But yeah, no. So many people getting into Demon Slayer, especially I'm sure people like heard that and it's crazy how much it fit like
Yeah.
for the Olympics. It's like so epic.
yeah, it is. It's very.
It was so epic. But we already talked about these ones. I think we talked about all of the ones I have listed.
Okay.
Because we went at it backwards for my list. I have Full Metal Alchemist on here, Attack on
Yeah.
Titan,
Okay.
Naruto, Silhouette, Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, no, it's the aesthetic, like the whole aesthetic of that. Like once you start the show and you see that, you're like,
I don't know of another show that does that well besides Fire Force. Like the opening fits so well with the show.
yeah,
Inferno fits perfectly. Unravel fits perfectly.
Unravels, yeah.
Like with Tokyo Ghoul, especially like the scenes behind it. I think that helps it out a lot. One really good example I have of that is Tower of God. Like the graphics behind it,
the graphics.
I don't know what it is. It makes the opening like 20 times better.
It does. Like I wasn't into like the songs like that,
Mm-hmm.
but then yeah, I think that just how they show everything, it makes it like a lot more drastic.
Hmm.
Like, what is it when they're? I think it was when they're just showing the towers, like each
Yeah.
levels. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like it
that show
adds a
needs
build
to
up.
come back,
Dude,
dude.
I don't know if it is though. I
That's-
heard that it's not,
oh.
and I heard they're just gonna continue the manga, and I don't think they're gonna come out with a second season of it. But that's what I heard. I don't know that.
Well, I guess we gotta start manga.
Dude, we had to start reading mangas
Yeah.
because I feel like it's kind of dangerous road to go down.
It is. It it kind of scares me too, just because I feel like if I read them and then the show comes out, I just might be disappointed, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I mean, I know most shows don't really show as much as the manga,
Yeah.
anyways. But like,
yeah, I was thinking more of it's like reading a book and watching a movie. You know,
Oh yeah.
I was thinking more for dangerous for me. I was thinking more. I might want to start collecting them.
Oh no, I definitely want to collect them. Like,
You know what I
no,
mean?
I
Like-
already told my mom. I said I want a manga wall.
Yeah,
I told her I want to put
Like, you put the
pages-
panels up?
Yeah, the panels.
Yeah, those
on
are
my
so
wall.
sick. Those are sick though.
Yeah.
I don't even like, especially if it's of your favorite show.
Oh, of course.
I have no idea what I would do it of. Like, I'd
Oh
probably
no,
mix them.
I have a Google Doc
You do?
of like panels, so I want to get those books.
A lot of people do the panels on like shirts now and stuff.
I started seeing that too. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, they are. I
Um,
feel like they're
I-
becoming a norm now though, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like overused, but it's still like cool, and it comes from manga, so I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it. We talked about a lot
We
a lot of anime related stuff today. Man, you know what's crazy? I'm always recommending you stuff. John's recommending me stuff like
Yeah.
crazy. He'll send me TikToks of stuff, and he'll be like, "You gotta watch this,"
Yeah.
or you'll be like, "Have you watched this yet?" Or like he recommended me Chainsaw Man.
Oh,
It's coming
yeah.
out soon.
Yeah,
you know?
I want to watch that.
I think we should watch that
Yeah,
together.
I'm down.
But
I'm down.
if anyone has any recommendations at all, let us
Yeah,
know down in
please
the
let
comments,
us know.
dude. Because I mean, we're binging.
For the most part,
but-
I'm like kind of catching up with
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
Like, I've been
and-
kind of behind. But
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like weird for me. I've always been on like I go on a crazy month where I binge and then I stop.
yeah,
I don't want to do that anymore. I want to have recommendations ready,
yeah.
like a list. I'm gonna watch this,
yeah, like
this,
that's
this.
literally how I just straight up.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So if you have any recommendations, let us know down in the comments. Leave a like and share this with your friends if you think it was good.
Please.
All right,
Thank you
adios.
guys.
Thank you.
Peace out.